Hey everybody, welcome to the Double Stuff Podcast. We're double the hosts, double the topics, and double the fun. I'm Sarah.
I'm Charity.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Alan.
Thank you, Alan. Well, guys, we are coming to a close on this back to school session, and I guess it's pretty appropriate because now we're to the point of graduating. We have gone through all the subjects of school in all of our episodes.
We've leapt all the hurdles
and now
stepped on all the turtles.
Hurdles and turtles.
That's terrible,
I have no clue what that means.
Oh, it rhymed. So
and
I
now
said
we're about to put on our cap and gowns and get our diploma.
I'm the poet laureate.
If only, right? So actually it kind of brings up a good point. So we're all college graduates, which is great. Does everybody remember what your degree was specifically?
Well, I hope so. We all got sort of the same degree.
Yeah. I technically got a BS in media, not a Bachelor of Arts. Mine was more of a science
That's
because
BS.
I was gonna make that joke and I was like, I'll let it go.
No, mine was more of a science because not only did we learn how, to do all the media, we also were learning about how that works and the inner workings, and that is more of a science apparently. So mine is more of a science versus a Bachelor of Arts, but that was me with a concentration of multimedia. So that was mine. What was yours, Chair?
So it's not going to say it on the paperwork, but I took all the same classes that the other double majors did.
Yeah.
So technically it was a Bachelor of Arts, double major in audio video production with an emphasis in radio engineering or something like that.
That sounds very intelligent.
Yeah.
What did you do, Dan?
I mean, mine was pretty boring. It was a BA in communications with emphasis in media studies.
Fail. Boring.
Actually,
Obviously,
so
doesn't count as a real graduation.
where I went to school originally at Fort Hays, it was called Information Networking and Telecommunications.
Wow.
But I didn't finish that degree because I finished it at WSU. But then they changed the name of that program at Fort Hays to Informatics, which I don't know what that is.
Made up. Informatics.
That sounds like when you try to beef up your resume to make you sound really good.
Exactly.
But
So I'm
really,
actually kind of
you're
glad
just
that I have just a boring communications degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people are like, oh, he's an informatics major.
Yeah, they'd be like,
sound
where did you
real
go to
special.
school? At the School of Knowledge?
That's right. The University of the
I was
USA.
going to say, it's like Dan graduated from College State University.
That's right.
What
That's
about
awesome.
you,
School of life.
I have, we're talking about completed degrees, right? Or degrees.
Well, how many
so-
halfway degrees do you have?
I got a few. So my first stab at college, I was a double major in fine art and philosophy, and I'm actually 6 credits away from a minor in philosophy at that school. Maybe one day I'll go back. Maybe our philosophy episode might inspire me to go back and complete that. But I got a BFA in motion pictures and television from the Academy of Art University in San Francisco.
Okay.
Impressive.
Yeah. No, it really is. That
wasn't
very
sarcasm.
impressive. No,
Okay.
that's very
Our
impressive.
sincerity and our sarcasm sound very
It's
similar.
true. I know, because some people were like, well, good for you. No, really, good for you.
I did it.
So with the whole cap and gown ceremony that we all had to...
Wait, did you say your degree?
I had started to.
You started. You started.
I had a BS in multimedia communications with a concentration in multimedia. It's kind of redundant. But
There you go. And I have a halfway completed MFA in
mass media communication.
new media, web design and new media from the Art Institute from the Academy of Art University in San Francisco.
I feel like I was like, please God,
when
I'm
I
going to say
I was teaching, I got hired in, and at that time I could teach with a BFA, and then they changed the credentials for the school to where you had to have a master's, and I said, well, then you're going to have to pay for it, and they said, okay. I was able to go halfway through, and then they pulled that program. And I said, well, I'm not going to finish it then. And then eventually I left that school anyway. I stopped teaching. And then a year later, it shut down.
Oh.
You were holding it together, Alan.
Yes.
You were the pillar of that program.
I like to think so.
Pillar Alan.
Well beloved by all.
So with the whole ceremony, because I know all of us graduated, but I think I can venture to say none of us were like cum laude of any kind, right?
Definitely not.
None of us got the 4.0.
Although
or...
I did my best academically in college.
I think so. I did too.
That's
not
because you care at that
Well,
point.
and we got to choose what it is what our area of study was.
Mhm.
That helped out a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think maybe that's what makes it more, well, it's obviously more meaningful getting an actual degree. Now, going back even further, because some people, they make a big deal out of all this, but like, did you guys have kindergarten graduations where you guys
For
were in
girls,
kindergarten?
and it is a big deal.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Dan, you nodded your head no, you didn't.
No, we didn't do anything. I mean, I think we may have noted it when it was between middle school and high school, but no, just high school graduation was really the only standout one.
Yeah, I know people do like a big 8th grade graduation. We never did that.
They also do a 6th grade one too sometimes.
Oh, they do they? Okay, so
because
I
you
had
go from elementary to.
So I had kindergarten, high school, and college. I only had 3. Some people have 5, apparently.
I don't think I take that back. I don't think it was a kindergarten graduation, but at the preschool, the kids age out and go into kindergarten. The preschool did a really lovely ceremony, and all the little preschoolers looked so cute in a cap and gown.
It's probably this the last time you will, because I know I thought I looked ridiculous in a cap and gown.
Oh, they were really cute.
Now, maybe Alan and Dan didn't have issues with this, but I know me and Charity did, trying to put that hat on, putting the actual cap on, because it's not made to fit.
That's something I didn't see these tricks until after graduation. For Black girls, or if you're mixed or whatever, if you don't have the straight fine hair, if you have some sort of volume, your hat's not going to fit. Or if you wear your hair natural and you've got like big curls or whatever, it's not going to fit. And so there's tricks to fold the hat part over and turn it to a headband so it still stays on your head or whatever. But I wish I would have known, because I straightened my hair all week, like multiple times, to make sure it was flat enough that I could squeeze the hat on my head.
I do remember both boys and girls.
I put in about 10 bobby pins to keep it together.
I do remember too. Like boys and girls, like always walking around, like holding their cap to their head.
I don't know why they make it so small.
I don't know. That's a good question.
And it's supposed to be like a one-size-fit-all thing, and there's there's this little elastic band in the back.
Everybody has very small heads.
Like I feel like the guys could wear it pretty well. Like they would just put it on, but some of the girls probably had issues with it. I know I did. Or if you have braids, like Sarah and I have braids right now, that's very difficult to put on. So yeah, if you manufacture graduation caps and you're listening to us, make them bigger. Yeah, please and thank you.
And adjustable.
Also with that, you get the tassel. Did you guys keep your tassel?
I still have my tassel.
Did you ever do the stereotypical put it on your rearview mirror while you're driving away?
I didn't. I think mine's
no.
Mine's in my jewelry box, I think. I have my high school. My college one is somewhere. I have to unpack my boxes.
How
about you, Dan?
No, mine are definitely somewhere, but it is not in any place of prominence for sure.
He's gonna go. It's gonna be in the bottom of the house. Oh, there's my cap and gown and diploma.
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
Mitzi, drop it, Mitzi.
I was lucky enough to just get out of both high school and college. So yeah, I didn't. The tassel was not the important thing.
What were your school colors for high school?
Ours was orange and black.
Gold. Oh. Orange and black. We were black and gold. The Topeka High Trojans. They're celebrating their 150th year this year.
So they're 1 year younger than the start of Wichita. Wichita started in 1870, and that's 150 years.
Okay. So that's true. Yeah, because we talked about that last year.
Yep, we did.
Okay.
Happy 151st birthday, Wichita.
Yeah, we already forgot about it. Must have been awesome.
Yeah. I think when we were,
for high school,
was it blue and gold?
Well, right? Blue and gold for the school we went to in Indiana, and then Sarah graduated from Board of Life, which was red
and black.
I think it was their main colors are red and white.
Red and white. You can tell how much that's stuck with me.
Well, for high school at Northfield, I had purple and gold, and then for College of the Ozarks, we had white and like burgundy, I guess.
Yeah, collegiate colors are kind of interesting. Like the team colors work when you're like a cheerleader, but when you do it for graduation, it looks weird. So like,
well, our cap and gown was just black, and then the tassel was the colorful part. Some other colleges have like gold cap and gowns and like real fancy or red or some bright color. We just had black.
Yeah. Well, and I don't even know if I used to actually still have my cap and gown, but I think I had since gotten rid of it.
Well, did you guys do a graduation party?
If I had friends,
my party was driving away from campus.
And going that was ours driving. Yeah, other people had graduation parties. Like I said, I didn't have any friends until college, and even then, I didn't know them well enough to have a party.
Oh, okay.
So, are we talking about high school or college? High school, I did go hang out with my friends afterwards.
Yeah.
College,
we moved out. So
college, I had my car packed.
But didn't you
after I left,
you didn't have like the family together and like?
Yeah, but they were there to move us out and leave, so we didn't get a chance to.
Well, because we were off campus, and I don't know if all colleges do this, but like, you have to be off campus by a certain time. And so it was easier to already have your car packed because your RA had to like check your room out and make sure you didn't damage it. So like you had to do this whole pre-checklist.
High school
again, Charity had friends. I didn't. So
but I'm just saying like your family like celebrating and.
I went out with my friends afterwards, so we went to the Starlight Drive-In and stayed out till like 3 a.m. because they show like 3 movies. I think.
Yeah, it's like a triple feature.
So we just did that, and then I think I spent the night at a friend's house or something.
Man, I do remember this. Now, this is a story that I do remember. After graduating high school, a small group of us decided, and Tommy Smitherton will be the name of all these people to protect their innocence. Yeah. So we went to, I think it was Walmart. One of us decided, not me, everybody, I want to be clear, it wasn't me, that we wanted to go to the highest point in Topeka, which was, I forget the name. It's Mount something. It's not a mount. And on top, there's the police radio tower. And so they were like, we should like spray paint, the terrible things. And I was like, okay, whatever. So we went to Walmart and we bought spray paint and we went up to we climbed this, the hill to go up to this radio tower. We parked the car, walked the rest of the way up, made it over the barbed wire fence, started spray painting on the wall of the radio tower, and then the paint started to disappear. And we were like, what in the world is going on? Apparently, we had bought like 6 cans of bug spray.
Oh my
and we were just spraying bug spray on top of on the walls of the police radio shack that was up on top.
It kept it bug free. So
yeah. So actually, we did a service.
Yes.
Right.
Our act of youth vandalism.
See, officer, we were trying to make sure that you're safe from all
Oh man,
you're meeting your high school service requirement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was community service.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, had you been successful, I was gonna say you can tell that's like an older story because you guys didn't get carded for like buying spray paint.
No, and it was just right there, like on the rack. It wasn't behind like a lock cage or something like that.
Well, and if I saw a bunch of kids coming in like all of a sudden buying a bunch of spray paint, I would have been like,
red flags.
This isn't a art project.
They must have just graduated.
Yeah.
Class of '98.
Yeah, given the time of the
year. Yeah, exactly. How about you, Dan?
Yeah, we had a pretty fun. I mean, for graduation, I had family in town, and we did sort of like an outdoors thing, and a lot of my friends did. So we had our graduation sort of party, and then we kind of like walk around because it was a pretty small town and go to like other people's. And then my friend had a pool, so it was kind of just like understood that everybody was going to end up there, like friends and just people that we knew and everything like that. So we all went there and we all hung out and drank a lot of sodas and just hung out. Sodas for sure.
That's what we're calling
some of those
now.
golden sodas.
Way too many sodas, and jumped around the trampoline and lost some of those sodas, and then kind of.
That's right, man.
That's cute.
I'm graduated. Yay!
Yeah, Sprite for everyone. So with the whole graduation thing, now that we both in elementary, high school, and even college, those days have come and gone. In terms of how we are now, like, do you guys still keep in contact with some of the people you went to school with?
Yeah.
Or, like I said, I mean, because life gets in the way. We've changed in lots of ways. Has what we've done and go to school with, did that help us with our jobs? Post graduation, how do you think you are as a person?
Well,
that's 3 loaded questions there that she just dumped on.
I was just, I only had one in my, but one of the questions that you asked, like 2 of my best friends, Scott and Mark, that I met in high school that we're still very tight with. We have a text thread together and we talk all the time, even though we're in different parts of the country. Yeah. And they were groomsmen. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. What about you, Chair?
Well, thanks to social media, I've been able to find a bunch of people.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, back from,
that's
Indiana.
The good part of social
media.
That's
the good part, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm actually still friends with some of the people from Indiana. We actually do talk every once in a while. Probably not like Alan with his texting thread, but we comment on each other's stuff enough that I count that as a conversation. And we've also private messaged each other every once in a while. So still friends with some people from Indiana. I have my high school group. There is 1, 2, 3. There's 5 of us total. And we're still friends. We've all sort of parted our separate ways in different places in the country and outside of the country. But we video chat once a month.
Oh, fun.
And it's probably harder now because my friend lives in Tokyo now, but we usually try, when everyone's in town, we usually try to get together, do like a movie night or a game night or pizza or something. But otherwise, I mean, we do have a texting thread as well. So my high school group we're very, very close. And so I'm very happy to still have those friendships.
What about you, Dan?
Well, I mean, to answer all 3 of your questions, I think starting out, I'm at least half of a complete person. So I got that going for me, which is good. I also... my job is, I use my degree for my job pretty well. So I think that definitely helped. And in terms of friends, probably my closest friends are the ones that I had in high school still. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I did forget to answer your question. I do use my degree for work and for personal projects like Double Stuff podcast, and helping out with award-winning documentaries.
Yes.
So I do very much use my degree, which was the whole point of getting it. So I'm very happy that I can say that, because a lot of my friends have, I don't want to say useless degrees, but degrees that they are not using because they work elsewhere, which is fine.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot the statistic, but there is something that a large statistic of people don't necessarily do what they graduate, like with the degree they originally had. They might end up going into a whole other field or going back to school to do something different. So, I mean, thankfully, at least, it seemed like for all of us, and then for me as well, it might not have turned out the way I had originally had thought, because when I graduated, I definitely had big stars in my eyes that have since been dimmed, but they're things are finally coming around. I really don't keep in touch a lot with people I went to elementary and high school with. There's a few that I do follow on social media still. And while I was with them at least from 4th grade to 12th grade, we really didn't necessarily have a relationship to really stick to. There's about 3 people that I still keep in contact with that I went to, that I met in college. There's one named Renee. We do our best to at least do a long phone call at least twice a year. So we always do it in August, because both of our birthdays are in August. So we try to do an August phone call, and then we try to do something around New Year's.
I think that's lovely.
Yeah. So while I haven't really kept in touch with a lot of people, which I guess, that's cool that a lot of you still have friends from high school, which is cool. But I do like that. At least for me, just because I haven't had a lot of friends, I'm actually pretty good at entertaining myself, which kind of helps with my major a lot too, because I'm me and that's how that works. But I think it's pretty cool that we've been able to, I say we've been in a successful part in our lives that we've been able to do this. And then once all this time goes by, we get to look back, sit in our rocking chairs and be like, remember when we did the
She got us already in rocking chairs.
Well, no.
Rocking chairs are cool, not just because a lot of older people use it in movies, but they're very comfortable to rock in.
So, on that note, now that she's got us in the nursing home,
we've come full circle.
Graduated life,
get
I
your
guess.
diploma from this series.
So guys, if you have any cool graduation stories, or some of you might be in the process, might be seniors in high school and college, let us know your experiences. You can check us out on all the different podcast platforms. We do archive all of our episodes on our website, which is doublestuffpod.com. Check us out on all different social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Double Stuff Podcast, and on Twitter at DoubleStuffP, and that's the letter P.
Dun, 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 dun,
Actually,
dun, dun, dun.